Okay, so this problem is not difficult, but there is a sort of a banana peel in this problem, but I see lots of people fall. So I just want to make sure that you're not going to fall into that trap that's there. And it's not even algebra, it's something about the calculator. So we have to find the radius of a circle if we know that a sector of a central angle of 40 degrees has an area of 48 square meters. Now, what we're very used to is going the other way around. Given the radius and the angle, find the area. But if we can go that way, then we can go backwards too. That's what equations are for. So let's say that I'm actually going to solve it first in the full abstract. So we can say, well, the area is of the sector is pi times r squared is the full area. We divide it by 360 and we multiply it by r. Now all we have to do is grab this and solve for r. So we're gonna isolate r here. So first let's get rid of alpha so that we divide both sides by that. And then we have pi r squared over 360. Well, let's get rid of pi. We divide by that. Let's get rid of 360. We multiply both sides. And then we just take the square root of both sides. Well, let's be careful, right? There are two possible solutions, and the negative one will obviously not work. 360 times the area of the sector given divided by 5 times the angle. So the approximate value is going to be square root of 360 times 48 square meters divided by 5 times 4. Now, the units work. Square root of meter squared is meters. So we're going to get the answer in meters. That's encouraging. And here is where I see a lot of students making an error. Watch what I enter into the calculator. That's where people mess up. So I'm going to write what my students sometimes write. 360 times 48 divided by pi times 4. And then you take the square root of this. You can say second radical, and then you can say the answer that's here, the A and S with light blue, and it's wrong. That seems to be way too big. 469 meters seems a little bit big for a 48 square meters of an area of just of a skinny angle. So something is wrong. So here's the problem. The calculator will not do what you want it to do. The calculator will do exactly what you tell it. Let me give you an example. If you want to do 12 divided by 3 times 2, that should be 2, right? 12 divided by 6 is 2. Now watch what I do. 12 divided by 3 times 2. We're not getting 2, we're getting 8. Because 12 divided by 3 times 2 is really 12 over 3 times 2. So people who say divide by pi times 40, they're multiplying by 40, so they're off by 1600 really. There are two ways to avoid that. You can put a parenthesis around 40 pi. So you can say 360 times 48 divided by, and you open a parenthesis and say pi times 40. That's 137. That's r squared. So we can say second square root of the answer. That looks more like it, right? 11.72 73 meters. That's more like it. Your other option is to understand that if you don't put parentheses, then you have to just say divide again. Divide by pi, divide by 4, and there it is. And then another thing I want to show you is the really quickest way to to take the square root of something, that's the answer, is to say, okay, this I want to raise to the power of half. So you can say 2 the 0.5. So that's just a quick way to get the calculator to do what you want. So it's really how you handle the calculator that tricks students out. So I wanted you to see that. Any questions? Thank you for watching.